Welcome back to Patriot Network TV. I want to do a quick little story here. This is out of a new study, and it is a study that was published first in The Economist. And what they had was a group of folks who were asked to tell their opinion on when was the best time to be alive in the history of the world. And Lucy Kellaway, who is an associate editor at the Financial Times, answered, "In America, 10 to 20,000 years ago," and here's her reason. "Men and women in these hunter-gatherer tribes were the most equal they have ever been. Rich and poor were pretty much equal too. With no property, there was no question of feeling hard done by when you failed to keep up with the Paleolithic Joneses. People frittered away their time on three pleasures that the modern age does not encourage: chatting, playing with children, and having sex with more than one person. Hunter-gatherers were the taller and heavier than the farmers that followed them. They had more varied diets, and so they weren't at risk of famine. They also had great teeth." Now, I want you to notice something here. This is the typical urban atheist view, that right now in 2011, it's terrible, but 10,000 years ago it was great. 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago, these hunting and gathering tribes lived a life of such vicious deprivation that I wish there was a time machine that I could put Lucy Kellaway into and send her back there. She wouldn't last 25 minutes. The idea, this anti-property, anti-progress, anti-private property, and anti-free enterprise idea that it used to be just the noble savage out in the great American plains and everything was great, is so wrong and so misguided and so incorrect that it cries out for correction. For those of you, and I imagine many in my audience are hunters, are fishermen, are outdoors people, you know how difficult it is to go out and track with the best equipment in the world. It is very, very difficult to track an antelope, a deer, an elk, a moose, a bear, kill it, skin it, harvest the meat, and live off it. Imagine for a second the incredible difficulty, the unnatural toughness that our human ancestors had 10 to 20,000 years ago when they had to do that without the benefit of all the accrued technology we have today. People like Miss Kellaway deserve to be put in a time machine and sent back 20,000 years. And my bet is she wouldn't last 25 minutes. This is the kind of wrong-headed, evil, atheistic, anti-freedom thinking that gets people in trouble. Right now, if you could pick any time in the history of the world to be born, right now is the perfect time. More scientists are alive today than have ever lived in the history of the world. There's more progress, there's more medicine, there's more possibility, there's more opportunity. This is the greatest possible time to live. Even the disastrous policies of Barack Hussein Obama represent what? A huge opportunity for change in the proper way. When I hear people talk this way, and in academia you hear this all the time, oh, if we could have just been born 10,000 years ago. And I always say the same thing to my friends in the English department when they say this. You wouldn't last 25 minutes. I could drive you an hour away from campus and put you out in the woods. You wouldn't last 25 minutes, much less go backwards in time 10,000 years. This kind of urban atheist savage ideal is absolutely unacceptable in the 21st century. Every single person who uses technology effectively loves technology. I'm at the forefront of that movement. I love my technology. I don't want to go backwards 10,000 years. I want to go forward. I want to be part of the effort to move the human race forward. God bless you. God bless us all.